Hello, fellow players of Hero Wars. I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay vs. Hero Wars. Today, I want to talk about adventures on the Facebook version of Hero Wars, and we are going to look at Adventure 50 specifically. I am on a new server now. Well, I have a second account on a new server, and I've gotten a lot of questions from both my guildmates and from fellow players on the server. How can we go about adventure number 50 and not mess up, get all the chests, and make sure everyone is aware? So let's get into it. All right, guys. So we are really gonna just get to this adventure real quick. It's gonna be a pretty quick explanation. We are gonna go to adventure. I had just joined this quest. This is the level 50 adventure. So this is the third one. Typically, we'll have three different people come in here. So as you can see, we have a Hee who just went straight up the middle, straight up the gut here. So they went to number 5 and number 6, which is a buff. I will take this route over here. I will go 4, 12, 13, and I will hold at 13. And the reason I will do that is because it gives me some flexibility. What kind of flexibility, right? So let's say third member who's going to be joining us decides to go 2, 3, 7, and 10, right? And they take out these buffs. And let's say a Hee is not available or is busy and whatnot, and I need to complete my part of the adventure. So what I can do then is I can take out the boss at 11 and then go to 9, and that will help us clear all these chests here, all 3 of these chests, and the boss chest. If the boss gets taken down, instead of going 11, 9, I can just simply go to 8. So it just gives me more options if I just hold at 13. If you are taking the path that Ahihi took, I do recommend going 5, 6, and holding, because worst case scenario, if someone messes up, God forbid, right, you will want to slide over to number 7 to take out the buff, because buffs help increase strength against you, which is just like not good. You don't want that. Basically, it makes the fight harder than it needs to be. Anytime you see a tower with this eye thing on top of it, it's tall, right? And it's not short like they have names for these. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I am going to simply do this. So there's a couple methods to battling. I'm going to go with my healing team. So what I do here is there's 2 different options, right? So a lot of people know about auto and speed up combat. I'm going to do that real quick. So that's method 1. You have auto and speed up combat. Cool, I guess. Yeah, no big deal. The second one, so we're going to go to 12 because 8 is being buffed. So this laser is coming from this tall tower to the short little guy and giving this guy more strength. I am going to take this guy out, and you can see this is the buff so it's going to squad 8. What is the buff, you ask? The buff is increasing damage dealt by 110%. So that's pretty significant. I am at the point where it might not matter, but you don't want to really risk that ever if you can avoid it. So we are going to take out this buff. And this time I'm going to use hotkeys. If you don't know what hotkeys are, basically it's battling without having to press every single skill using your mouse. So it's a little bit more convenient. The way that happens is you use Q to activate your pet. 1 corresponds with the hero farthest on your left, so it's going to be Thea for me. 2 will be Celeste for me. 3 will be Arachne. 4 will be Maya, and 5 will be Astaroth. So we'll see if I even get to use them, depending on how strong the opponent is here. And an advantage of this is if you have 2 skills that pop up at the same time, you can click both of them almost simultaneously without having to click your mouse each time. So here we can see energy's building up. Oh, I'm going to activate Celeste with pressing number 2, number 5 for Astaroth, and Q for the pet. And you can see my mouse is not moving at all. I'm going to activate Celeste skill, Dark skill, doing more damage. Astaroth again with the shield. We are going to have Arachne shoot off Thea and Maya for some heals. We are going to put Celeste back into healing mode. And we are going to use the pet with Q. And just like that, we win, right? So those are 2 methods you can take to approaching the battles here in the adventures. The third way is a little different. It's not one that you always have an option to do, but in other aspects of this game, but we're going to do it here. So we're going to go to battle. And when we do this, right, what's going to happen is I'm going to pause the fight at the onset. So I showed you auto and speed up combat. This basically does that for you in like ultra fast time. You just press skip battle. It will automatically do that for you if you just wait. But if you want to just rush it, you're like in a huge rush. You're like, I'm just needing to do these things. I know I can beat my opponent. Just click skip battle, and it'll automatically do the battle for you as if you were doing auto battle. So here we won. Okay. And now I'm just going to hold. So I will pause and come back. I'm assuming we will have someone come in. You can always invite someone, right? So by pressing this plus sign, you can invite people, and you can see, I'm going to invite Rodrigo real quick, for example. Yep, there we go. So it's check marked, and you just press send. You can do it to multiple people. And basically they get a little notification. So what will happen is you'll get like a little red dot next to your adventure mark. And then they'll, be notified that they're invited. Rodrigo joined here, so we can see. And I think he'll be aware, but yeah. So he knows what he's doing. So he's going straight to 2. He's going to go to 3. He's going to take out number 7, which is buff, for number 9. But then he's going to take out number 10. Why is it crucial to take out the buffs before you get to the boss? Well, real simply, the bosses are already supposed to be much tougher than any teams that you face in adventures. So when you have buffs, it makes it harder. There's no need to make things harder. I mean, I guess for me, the metaphor comparison I think of is, wow, this might not be a good comparison, but, you're working and, you can do things one way or another. And one way is 10 times harder than the other way, but you still get the same result, and it doesn't affect you in any other way, versus doing something and it being way easier. For me personally, I'm going to choose the easier way if the result is the same and there's no consequences. So that's how, when I approach these adventures, taking out the buffs on the bosses is always the move. I will never say it's not. It is always the move if you can. All right, so we have Rodrigo taking out number 7. He is going to, I'm assuming it's a he, is going to take out number 10. And once he does so, either he or I will attack the boss, and then I will either go to number 9 after, or number 8. And as you can see, right, a lot of these adventures are created, especially early on, to where you don't have to beat every single thing listed on the adventure to get the max team points, and the boss chest. So the way this works is you have to hit a certain number of points to get box 1, a certain number of points to get box 2, and to get box 3, you need to do all of the point requirements. And a lot of the times, you're allowed to skip one of these, I guess, enemies, if you will. And the fourth box, that one is only opened by completing the mission, which is beating the boss. So I am going to try to sneak in here. We'll see if he beat me to it. Nope, I beat him to it. So I am going to go ahead and fight the boss. And if I win, I might just go ahead and cross over into number 9. But if I lose, then I still have the option of going to number 8 and allowing Rodrigo and Hihi to take out the boss. So again, being in the position that I'm at is very helpful because it allows for the most flexibility. If, let's say, I were to mess up, someone else were to mess up. See, I got knocked out. I earned 11 points, but now my job is to take out number 8. We will let Rodrigo take care of the boss. Or Hihi. I'm not sure Hihi is on right this second. But, you know, it will get done. Cleaver is a tough hero. This is actually a pretty good team, but luckily I think I just out-leveled them enough to where it won't matter. Yeah, there we go. So we just got Ju and Martha. Then we took them out. So I hope that helps you guys with figuring out this particular adventure. I believe this is adventure 50. We will let Rodrigo finish this up, and there we go. He won. So we got all the team points and all the chests, and we will end the adventure. Here, sometimes I will only open the boss chest and leave these 3 available. The reason I do that is because there is a little daily quest portion that if you open 3 chests daily, you get 25 chaos particles, which are very valuable. I'm going to simply claim all these because I have a lot more portals. You get 1 portal per day, and the only way you can really get more than 1 portal in a day is if you get them through quests or the Facebook page giving you gifts. All right, with that, that completes Adventure 50, which is the third of these Valley of the Elements. I will try to do some other ones for you guys, but in the meantime, it was great seeing you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion.